Welcome everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart, and today I am making some grape jelly. This recipe is very simple, very easy, don't call for much. Y'all stay tuned. So, to get started with making the grape jelly, all you need is 3 ingredients. 3 simple ingredients, that's it. Number one, you're going to need one bottle, 64-ounce bottle of 100% grape juice with no sugar added. Okay? And it'll say it on the bottle. 100% grape juice, no sugar added. You're going to need some sugar. I'm using Marina sugar. And you're going to need 2 boxes of pectin. Now you can cut this recipe in half if you like, but I'm doing a recipe that is going to require 2 boxes, but like I said, cut it in half if you need to. So let's get started. I also have my water bath canner over here going. This is my water bath canner right here. And I have it. Let me let you see it. I have it with the water in it, and it's already coming up to a boil. And I have a rack in the bottom of it that goes inside of my pressure canner. I put it inside of my water bath canner because the rack that comes with my water bath canner is very old. It's very, very old. And it's not going to even hold the jars that I'm using, okay? In fact, my grandma gave me that canner. That canner belonged to my grandmother, okay? So it's very old, and the rack is old and outdated. In fact, they don't even make those racks like that anymore. So I put that rack in the bottom so that my jars can sit on the top. And I'm going to be using these jars. These are the 12-ounce jelly jars, and they are quilted. And those are the jars that I'm going to be using to can my jelly in. These are 12 ounces, okay? Now, you can use half-pint jars. You can use pint-sized jars, whatever size you want to use. But this is what I'm using. This is what I have for my jelly. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you all. So the first thing that we are going to do here is we're going to add 6 cups of grape juice to our pot. Woo! I'm making a mess. That's cup number 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6 cups of grape juice. Let's get our pectin. All right, you all, and the pectin that I'm using is the Sure Gel Original pectin. And this pectin right here, this one is just for regular jams and jellies. They do have a low sugar version of this as well. So if you want to use a low sugar version, you can certainly find that. But I'm using the original today. And this recipe, I'm using 2 packages of pectin. And I'm just going to whisk this in just so it don't clump up, okay? Okay, that's the first one. Now I'm going to add the second one. And you're going to whisk this really good because you don't want that pectin to start clumping up and becoming like a lot of little bumps and knots. So I'm going to whisk this really good before I turn on the heat. All right, that should be good. Now I'm going to turn my heat on, and I'm going to have it on high, okay? Yeah, I'm going to turn this on high, and we have to bring this to a boil, okay? Got to bring it to a boil. All right, you all, we're still stirring this, waiting to bring it to a boil, and it's about to come to that boiling point. Stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. So it's about to boil. Let me sit that there. And I'm going to grab my sugar while this is coming up to a boil. Now, I know I'm about to blow y'all's mind with this, but in this recipe, we are going to be using 9 cups of sugar. What? Yep, 9 cups of sugar. Let me give this a stir. And that is coming up to a nice boil. Can y'all see it boiling? It is boiling. Okay? And y'all see all that foam on the top? Now, some people use methods to get rid of the foam, like they may add some butter or something like that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it just like it is. It's boiling. It's got a nice, good boil going. Look at there. Looking good, isn't it? So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my sugar a little at a time. And I'm going to whisk this in. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Don't stop whisking. Do not stop whisking, okay? Do not stop with the whisk. Very important. Y'all see that? Don't stop whisking. Make sure you're getting around the edges. We don't want to have no problems. We want this jelly to turn out good, okay? And it's gonna be. Trust me. I know it's a lot of sugar, but it's gonna be okay. Trust me. All right, now we're gonna stir this and whisk it in really good. But this it's gonna come back up to a boil, which is what we want, okay? We want this to come back to a boil. Foam is gone just about. So it wasn't really a big deal with the foam. And we're gonna let this come back up to a boil, okay? All right, y'all, so I'm still stirring, and this is beginning to come back up to a boil, but not quite. Y'all, this is very simple, and it's very easy, very easy to make, and you can do this with your children. I mean, y'all, this is awesome. You can do this with your babies, and y'all can have homemade grape jelly. All right, this is boiling. So now I'm going to let this boil hard for 1 minute, okay? 1 full minute. It has to boil just like this for 1 minute. Yes, it does. I'm going to give it a stir. Woo! We're going to let that boil like that for 1 minute. And I have my jars in this water right here in the canner. The jars are in that canner. And I'm going to be taking those out. Let me give this a stir. Yeah, give this a stir. We don't want it to overboil. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very easy way to make a nice big pot of grape jelly. All right, our 1 minute is up. And all I'm going to do is turn the fire off, okay? Turn that fire off and let this baby settle down. We're gonna let it settle. Y'all, this smells good. It smells so good, y'all. Okay, so this has just a little bit of foam on the top. It's really nothing to write home about. You can skim that foam off if you want, but it's really not enough foam to even worry about, y'all. It's really not. So now what I'm gonna do, this is nice and hot. I'm gonna grab my jars one at a time because they are hot. All right, you all. So now that this is ready, I'm just gonna get it ladled into my jar. My jar is hot. Give it another stir. Let's get these jars filled up. Had to grab me a saucer because I absolutely did not want to waste this on my counters at all. And I'm leaving a 1/4 inch head space for this. Awesome. Alrighty. And this is already beginning to gellify right here. It's already beginning to gel, which is awesome. Y'all, you kind of have to move kind of quick with this because it does start to gel kind of quick. You can see on my plate right here, it gels fairly quickly. All right, you all. So now, as you can see, this has given me 5 12-ounce jars of jelly. And now I'm going to get my little towel and dip it in that trusty vinegar I was telling y'all about. And make sure I wring that excess vinegar out. But I'm going to use that to wipe the rims of my jars because, see, don't want anything to prevent these jars from sealing, okay? So you want to wipe those pretty good. It is thundering out there, y'all. It's thundering. Ooh, gotta hold that jar because this jar is hot. All right, and I gotta do the next few jars the same way. Want to get all those rims cleaned because y'all, if anything gets in the way of these jars sealing, then you're just gonna have to put that in the refrigerator because you won't be able to eat it. I mean, you won't be able to store it on the shelf. You'll be able to eat it. You just won't be able to store it on the shelf for long term, okay? So we're just gonna get all of that wiped off. Yes, we are. And I think I'm gonna go around that one more time because it did have a lot of jelly on the rim. So I'm just gonna go around it one more time just to be sure I get it all off. Turn my fire back on my pot. Put the lid on so it can start boiling again. Shouldn't take it long because it's already smoking hot. All right, so now that my jars are clean, let me bring y'all back a little closer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in my pot back here with my with my little rims that's back here simmering and get those on each one of my jars. Like so. It's real simple. Then I'm going to get my bands on fingertip tight. Y'all, I hope y'all find this helpful. And listen, you can do this with apple jelly. I've done it with mango jelly, peach jelly. I've even mixed them before. I've done a mango peach. I've done a mango grape. I've even mixed them before just for fun flavors that you can do, especially with your children and your grandbabies. You can do those fun mixes to see what do y'all want to taste? What do you think it's going to taste like, right? All right, so now all of these are ready to go inside of the canner. Okay, y'all, let's get these jars in this canner. See that? Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on this for now. I have one more jar here, y'all. And I have some gel. Look at that. It's already gelling. But I'm going to pour this over in there. I know it's not going to give me a full jar, but I'm still going to pour it over in there. This is going to be so good. All right, you all. You can see this water's boiling. Rolling boiling. So now we're going to start our timer for 15 minutes, okay? All right. So now that we have 15 minutes on the clock, I will bring you all back and we'll take these out of the canner together. 15 minutes. The good thing about water bath canning is that there is no pressure to wait to come down from. Once this is done, you can literally take the lid off, turn the fire off, and take your jars out and sit them on your mat so they can start to cool down and they can start to seal. So that is the wonderful thing about water bath canning. It doesn't take very long either. I've been waiting. I was going to do this off camera, but I can't wait. I want to taste this. There's some in the bottom. There's some on the sides. Look at that. Y'all see that? That's already ready. Just look at it. I have no words. All right, you all. So we have just under 2 minutes to go with our canning of our grape jelly. Now, I want to tell you all that if you're canning jelly, typically the canning time, the processing time is 10 minutes if you're doing like half pints or something like that. But I chose to can it for 15 minutes because I am doing 12 ounces. And I think even pint size, they may do 10 minutes. I'm not really sure. But for me, with the 12 ounces, I'm doing 15. Now, the book that I use is... This is my favorite. Y'all, this book is old. I got pages falling out of it. But this book is one of the older versions of the Ball Blue Book Guide to Preserving. And I love this little thin, simple book. I have a thicker book over there for canning all kinds of things. But just to be the basics, the most simplest things are in this book. And this is why this book is my absolute favorite. So you want to get a canning book. And like I said, this is my favorite. And there's another one that I like, and it's called Putting Food By. That is an excellent book as well. So you have options when it comes to books that'll assist you when you are water bath canning, pressure canning. You have books that will help you. So it's not a bad investment. Definitely get books. Okay? Get your books. Our timer has gone off. Let's get our jam, our jelly, out of the can. Now the first thing we're going to do is turn this fire off. We need to let that settle down. We need to let that settle down because it is boiling vigorously. So we let that calm down. I'm going to take off the lid. Away from you. Remember, we talked about you don't want a face full of steam, remember? So we take the lid off away from us. It's not boiling anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take my jars out. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. All right, y'all. Y'all, come look at these. They look so good. All right, you all. There they are. And they have already started to seal. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Don't that look so good? That's right. 5 jars of homemade, home-canned grape jelly that you can do at home by yourself with your grandbabies or with your children, either or. 5 jars of home-canned grape jelly. And all right, you all. That is going to do it for today for this grape jelly recipe. It is so simple to make this, so if you are intimidated about pressure canning anything, you can start with water bath canning, right? Yeah, you can start there. And so yeah, and don't forget, you all, get your Fall Blue Book Guide to Preserving and Canning, or whichever book you prefer, but make sure you get a guide to preserving and canning so that you can even experiment with all of the different recipes that they have available for you in those books, okay? Canning can be so much fun. I mean, to me it is. It can be so much fun. Sometimes it's a lot of work, but it is so much fun. I find so much enjoyment in canning food. I do. I don't know. I love it. So anyway, you all. Jackson. So anyway, you all, that is going to do it for today's it wasn't quick, but for today's video on water bath canning. I hope you found it helpful. And also remember, in the playlist, in the comment section below, I'll have the playlist to several things that I have canned in the past, that you can also check those videos out too. And don't forget to share the video. Please share the videos with everyone you know that might be interested in this content, okay? And remember to give the video a thumbs up. Always hit the thumbs up. That will allow more people to be able to get access to our content, all because of the algorithms and all of that stuff. So yeah, hit the thumbs up and share. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel. We are happy to have you aboard. Thank you so much, you all, for watching Homestead Heart. Peace, blessings, and prayers to each and every one of you and your families. And I will see you in the next canning video.